Mi van a magyaroddal? Tanulod?
Tanulmányról csak kicsi. I need more.
You would undertake the job again to be the coach of your future wife?
You know, some days are hard, some days are easy, but my life is amazing right now. I'm very happy. I get to work with these amazing athletes, be around amazing people, have an amazing family. So at this point, what can I say? You realize you think it's normal. You adjust to the stuff and you go, oh, this is normal. No.
No, it's not normal.
No, it's totally wrong. First job and don't screw up. And then the government, oh yeah, don't screw up. So national hero, don't screw up. Oh, hey, okay, no pressure.
How often are you running?
Been more and more, but with my schedule running, never really fitting in, always in the gym with the athletes. A lot of my routine is usually based on the athletes I work with because I'm always working with them and I work with them.
Impeccable shape. So
thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You're training on daily basis, I suppose.
Yes. If I don't have any athletes that day, I might take a day off, but I usually do something. I can't stay still.
How came Hungary?
Hungary, always been a powerhouse for swimming. I was very fortunate, went to USC and we had a fantastic water polo program, fantastic swimming program, obviously football, American football and basketball, but the swimming and the water polo were constantly pulling from Hungarians. So we had a lot of Hungarian teammates and friends and people, so.
And they were calling you to come here once to visit them?
No, it just kind of happened. There was a lot of connection to Hungarian swimming. I had studied Hungarian, the style, Szécsi and all them, you know, just growing up through high school. So being someone
Had you an idea that I want to be a coach or something like that?
I never wanted to be a coach.
Never?
Never. The big joke in my family is that my dad always said I'd be a great coach. He goes, the way you understand sports and your vision and your perspective, you'd be a fantastic coach. I said, no.
No. What was your dream at that time?
Going through being at USC, which is an athletic powerhouse in America, I was studying to be a sports psychologist or a sports performance person, more of what I do now. So I was focused on, you know, more pre-med, how the body works, the details of the body, as well as the psychology. So I have multiple degrees, psychology, pre-med, kinesiology, and I was constantly working with American football players as they went to the combine for NFL, the basketball players. So for me, it was never swim coach. Nothing was swimming.
Nothing.
I swam. So if I do something, I do it at the highest level. I try. So for me, it wasn't a question that I would understand swimming at the very high level. So studying Hungarian Szécsi's program, understanding the sprint program, understanding everything, just to be good at what I do. So I studied enough to be good at it, but it wasn't the plan. Opportunity came up, and I've always found my career to be, I'm open to all opportunities, see what the best options are, and kind of make a path after that. So I don't set, it has to be this. So keeping my options open, swimming, not coaching, but performance, and working with the mental side happened. I couldn't find a coach to help my athlete, so I stepped in to coach. And found myself quite good at it, unfortunately. So it turned out very good. I'm very happy. It was very nice. It's been an amazing career. It's been nice though to be able to step out of swimming into football, hockey, basketball, curling. So it's just been a very nice experience to spread out and do more things.
Get back that time when you moved to Hungary.
Yes.
You married and you started to work together with your wife.
Yes.
And there was always a question in my mind. How does it work to be together as a pair, as a couple? And on the other hand, you have to be tight like as a nail when you are a coach. Is it possible to find the right balance?
I think it is. It was very successful, and I think from depends on what you ask me from. If you ask me from a performance standpoint, I say it's very good because you have so much information. Information you'd never have. So if your top football player comes into practice, well, he's there, you kind of know what's going on. No idea the food, the emotional side, the love life, there's so many parts of you as a human, you have no idea what's going on. So from that perspective, so much information that you can use to adjust performance, practice, preparation for competitions. So it's very good. It's just very hard when you talk about lifestyle side. So you flip and so it's very hard that side, and it's very difficult because for me it was very stressful. If I saw things going sideways, okay, this stroke is not working, the butterfly's not clicking, or the backstroke is off, or I don't see the progress where I want it, you can't say anything. Because you wouldn't tell an athlete, you wouldn't tell an employee, you wouldn't, these are things you wouldn't do as a boss. But who do you talk to? You can't talk to my family wasn't in Hungary, so it wasn't that easy to talk. Plus, you're living in the same household, so you can't call and, hey, yeah, you overheard me, I'm freaking out, you're not doing well. So you keep a lot of things bottled in. You keep a lot of things that you don't say. You swallow a lot of it, so it's not that easy, especially when your job is not a 9 to 5, you have a lot of work, so it's all the time. It's not like you take off work and go get a drink with a friend. Too much work, and it's difficult. It was very difficult, very unique situation, but very successful also.
When you were 25, you were elected the coach of the year. At age, 25, you know? But
my first job too. First real job, and first real full-time job, and first year coaching. Never coached before that. Okay, I knew what I was doing, like learning from people, but never was the man in charge going, okay, I say this, and in 10 months, we find out if I was right or wrong. So for me it was, I don't know, I still sometimes don't understand that year, that everything, and all the success I had.
I suppose you guys learned a lot in these years, and by the end of the day, you pay the price. Because you know very well, I guess, that we have to pay by the end of the day. But you learned a lot in those years. But again, I suppose, it's never ever again a situation like this as a coach. Can you use that deep knowledge you gained on these years when you get all the information in these days when you are coaching several guys telling around Europe or the world? Aren't you hungry for more information, getting more input?
Always. I'm a data guy. I like my rule of thumb is always simple. When we can, simplify everything. Stroke, technique, how you kick the ball, everything simple. But at the same time, my job is to know all the data. So you as a runner, okay, simple. But my job is to be thinking through all this stuff. So you don't bear it, I bear it. Know the odds from a free kick at this meter, that meter. But football player, no, just kick, corner, done. Easy. You know what to do.
You have to get the big picture.
Yes, Olympic final, just fast, go. Simple. If we do our job, that's very easy. If not, I did something wrong. But heart rate, all the data, what's going on in life, this, that, the more I know, the more you can sift through to put the picture together. So for me, 2012 to 2018, crash course. And just, that was the real schooling. That was everything. Okay, you're in the deep end, swim. I don't know how to swim. Doesn't matter. Better make it work. A lot of pressure, but I wouldn't change it for a minute. Like, what I learned was just unbelievable. So, jumping into football, or shifting more away from swimming into sports where I was designed for, everyone's like, oh, how are you doing it? I know how to teach myself. I know how to learn. I know how to sift through the data I need. So, when I watch a football game, yes, you and me can go watch a football game and have fun, but I also watch it from where the piece is moving and how is it moving, because I'm watching the human body, so I can, there's an element of me, and the easiest way to describe it is that when I watch the athlete move, I can read their mind.
Let me analyze the situation from business point of view. Okay?
Absolutely.
You guys achieved enormous height. By the end of the day, unfortunately, you divorced.
Yes.
You moved back to the States.
I went home to visit, yeah.
I would think moving back to the States, which is a way bigger country.
Yes. Just by a few.
You simple. You could earn more with these achievements because these are real. Why are you here?
Well, it depends on how you look at earn more. What are you talking about? Financial?
Financial point of view.
But yes, if you can argue any statement like a lawyer if you break things down to a certain perspective or angle. For me, yes, money is important and making a living, a career. Of course, I need to protect the family and support kids and eventually the future and retirement. Okay, yes, of course. But what about impact? What about what you can do for younger generations? What about what you can do for a country?
Do you have a mission?
Yes, I want to make an impact. I want to do something special.
Positively speaking, you are chasing this kind of impact.
Yes, I mean, it starts small. So, yeah, I've never been in football before until just recently, a couple years ago. You start making an impact. What happens if I can make that kind of impact? A little bit more, and every year, just a little bit more. Exponential curve maybe, or an avalanche of success. And you know, we can look at it from financial or impact or across the board. So for me, it's not one thing. It's taking that data and looking at the big picture. What can we do on a large scale? And how can I make an impact? And what can I do for a country? And how can I be part of something that's bigger than just me? If I go to the US, sure, I can make some more cash, probably. But is me making some cash and putting it in my bank account and sitting at home? Good day. Is that really what I want to do? I'm a hard worker. I like to work. I like to be active. So for me, it's, even if I had all the money in the world, I'd still be doing something.
Comes out the big what ifs. Getting back to the time, if you could start it again from the moment you moved to Hungary, you would undertake the job again to be the coach of your future wife?
I think, you know, we make the decisions we make and we make things happen. I don't know how you want to call it, the
When you are
universe
there.
or whatever. You follow this pathway. We can always look at everything with 20/20 vision.
I mean, worth it.
I mean, making an impact. Life is amazing. Life is good. I'm very happy right now where I am with the life I have. I mean, I get to work with amazing athletes. I get an education that you can't find in school. You can't replicate any other way. Pressure, stress, yes, but those are the prices you pay. Nothing comes for free. So, you know, some days are hard, some days are easy, but my life is amazing right now. I'm very happy. I get to work with these amazing athletes, be around amazing people, have an amazing family. So, at this point, what can I say? No, I wouldn't change anything, because even the simplest thing, you see the movies, the timeline changes drastically, and maybe I'm not even here if I make a simple yes or no decision. So, no, I mean, I don't look back and say, change this or that. No. What do? Always forward. Learn from the past. Analyze. Okay, I should have made this or that, but I'll know for the
What
future.
did you learn from the past?
How
In this matter?
How to learn on the fly. How to be quick to make proper decisions and how to analyze those decisions so that at least at the end of the day I can live with the decision I made, and how to understand other people's perspective. So because I'm in this situation with this pressure and these goals, I understand that not everyone understands that from my side or has the same goal or the same mission. So understanding where you fit and how to analyze the map of what looks around you, and
Bird view.
yes, and to take the step back and say, okay, how do we navigate this with making sure as many people on this map are successful? Because it shouldn't just be me. It should be everyone on this map is successful for what they want to accomplish. You don't want to destroy other people's goals and dreams, so you have to try to work with them. So for me, that's kind of the most important part, is great relationships, great contacts, great
It
networking.
comes with the age.
Of course. Don't forget, I was 25 going, okay, this is
Okay.
a job, first job, and don't screw up. And then the government, oh yeah, don't screw up. So national hero, don't screw up. Oh, okay, okay, no pressure.
It was unbelievable pressure.
Yes, it was, especially when you stopped. After I went home to visit my family for an extended period of time and everything sits in, you're like, wow, I did not realize how much pressure I was in. You realize you think it's normal. You adjust to the stuff and you go, oh, this is normal. No.
No, it's not normal.
No, it was
It's
totally
about
wrong. I enjoy that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
But it wasn't normal. And for me, it changed my perspective of what was normal. So all of a sudden, taking a step back, you develop that bird's eye view and go, oh, okay, makes more sense now. And that's why people don't quite understand me, or no one really knew me, because for me, in the media, interview stuff, I just brought myself in, deal with the pressure. If I let it out, it's not good. I don't want people to know how I feel, or I didn't want people to know how I felt because I'm freaking out or I'm stressed out. Yeah, so for me it's easier just like, okay, take a step back. No, stay away. Let's just do my thing on my own. And now it's very nice because now I know how to handle that kind of stuff and I can still be me. Okay, all the pressure you want.
More relaxed.
Yeah, I can handle that kind of pressure.
Okay. Now comes the hard part. Mi van a magyaroddal? Tanulod?
Tanul magyarul csak kicsi. I need more.
Meg akarsz tanulni magyarul?
Tessék?
Do you want to learn Hungarian completely, entirely?
I would love that.
It's a goal.
I would love that maybe a year we could do this interview again in Hungarian. That's my goal. My goal is stuff like that. I want to give speeches. I want to interact with fans,
Just
athletes.
step aside for a short while. You are invited in a year from now.
Sounds good.
And we repeat this interview in Hungarian.
Sounds good. Got it.
98.6 Manna FM. Élet, öröm, zene.
Iratkozz föl, nyomd be a csengőt, és azonnal értesítést kapsz új tartalmainkról.